Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of AFCON 2020 on AFCON 2021 Group E fix, preview on Football Nutmeg. Um, Today, I'm a Lone Ranger for now. We'll be looking at Group E, where we have to review that group, where we have the likes of Algeria, Senegal, Equatorial Guinea, and Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire, as we all know them previously. Um, for the Algerians, going to this tournament is not for just being part of a team. It's also it's also to make sure that they, as a team, are here to stay to defend the championship defend the championship, not just for this one, also to prove that we've come a long way as a team. We saw a home base team that went to the Arab Cup and won the Arab Cup. Would this be a second time coming for the Algerians, or will this just be something that they will go into this tournament and be knocked out immediately? We also have the likes of Sierra Leone, we have the likes of Guinea, we have the likes of Ivory Coast that parade AC Milan midfielder Frank Casey, and they host a lot of other players. Can this tournament for the Ivorians be a springboard to show that they've come a long way since the golden generation left, or will this just be same old same Ivorian team that that can't really that can't really put one or two things together going forward? For Sierra Leone and Equatorial Guinea, is for them it's not also just to make up the theme, just to make up the numbers. Sorry, but also to ensure that they are coming to African football, knowing fully well that they are also there to be a force to reckon with. Everybody is pitching up Algeria and Ivory Coast to qualify for the group. That is no more, no less. Algeria and Ivory Coast to qualify. But would there be any surprise from Equatorial Guinea or Sierra Leone in this group? Um, Arome will join me hopefully as we go by and by. When you look at the Ivorian group, when you look at when you look at the the group involving Ivory Coast, you you will discover that the Algerian side are parading a very really strong squad going into this tournament. The Algerian side are parading a very strong squad, a very strong team. Um, parading a strong team going into this tournament. So let's see. Look at the Ivorian team, the Algerian team first of all. Let's go and look at the Algerian team first of all. We discovered that the likes of Real Maris is still with the Algerian team. These are the goalkeepers. Look at the goalkeepers. You still have Mustafa Zegiba. Look at the defense as well. Very strong defense. Look at they even have a player from Napoli as Adam Usman. Then you have Yusuf. But look at where they play their trades: Switzerland, France, some in Qatar. Doesn't really matter. Leon, West Ham, Said Brahimi, uh, Ben Rama. Said Ben Rama also plays for plays for Algeria. You have Farid Bouloir, Mainz, France. Look at the midfield as well. I think for the Algerians, it's all about coming to this tournament, look at Ismail Benacer from AC Milan. Look at him here. Also, you have Ramsey uh, Zekora Zaruki, FC20 Netherlands. A whole lot of players. I think this is a formidable team. Just a few players that look at Asiam Mandi, Villarreal, a defender, and they also have Rami from Borussia Mönchengladbach, Germany. I just think that there will be a force to reckon with going to this tournament. Hopefully, um, we will see how it pans out. Just look at the squad, look at how the squad is for Nigerians. We'll see how it pans out in this tournament for them. Kindly make comments and tell us how the Algerian team will fare going to this tournament. Are they still the favourites, or with the likes of Cameroon and the likes of Egypt pimp them for this tournament? Please kindly make your comment. I'm waiting. Also, kindly subscribe if you're watching this video. Kindly subscribe to help us improve this channel. Kindly subscribe to help us improve this channel, please. It will go a long way, people, to help us as well. Subscribe to our channel. Just click on the subscribe button, please, down at the bottom at the tail end of the video to help us improve this channel. Please kindly subscribe. So just help us improve. Just help us, guys. Help us look at. Okay, let's go to the Ghanaian team, please. Let's go to the Ghanaian team. Let's go to the Ghanaian team now. No, no, not the Ghanaian team. Let's go to the Sierra Leone team. Ghana are not in this group. Talked about Ghana this morning. Talked about the IU brothers as well. But look at the Sierra Leone team. The Sierra Leone team also have players, but not uh, players top leagues as well. But they have really good players. I think for me, it's not about playing the top leagues. For me, it's about having those players and having them well organized, well drilled, whether they're playing in Petersburg, whether they're playing in QPR, whether they're playing low league side in the German league, or they're even playing in LA Galaxy, that is the United States league. It doesn't really matter. But what matters most, I think, for the likes of Sierra Leone is for them to represent these players to represent their country with pride, with honor, and to fight in any match that comes. They might be battered, they might be pushed to the wall, there might be there might be a whole host of others coming in. But what really matters most is that these players really work hard with respect to what they have. They might not have everything that they have, but hopefully, I think these players can really move on, move on with the pride that they have, the honor that they have for their country, to fight for in every game. Um, let's go quickly and look at the Ivorian team. When you see the Ivorian team, this is the Ivorian team, Ivory Coast. Look at the Ivorian team. Look at the start to the team. Players from Turkey, even Wilfred Zaha, Nicolas Pepe from Arsenal, Sebastian Haller. Look at the team being paraded. Okay, quickly, I'll, I'll go back before. Um, Let me see if I can have somebody in the show so that we can really talk about this whole. Let me see if I can have somebody in the show. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me get one or two guests to the program. Okay, quickly. Continue to talk about. Let's continue to talk about where we are with respect to these teams. I'm sorry for that breaking transmission. When we look at the Ivorian team, we we know that they are not. Look at the defense of the Ivorian team. Eric Bailly, Sage Ariu is play for Villarreal. By Willy Boli play for Wolverhampton Wanderers. England, Wilfred Cannon played for Pride of Egypt. Look at Bayern Leverkusen, Odilion, Wathi. Just look at the team. I have two Manchester United players, if I'm not mistaken. I'm guessing. Okay, Ahmad didn't join the team. Ahmad didn't join the team from, but I think El Bai did. Then they also have a midfielder Maxwell Cornet from Burnley. Segedia also from Switzerland. I just think that this Ivorian side, when you look at them, also they are also star-studded, well equipped to win this tournament from defense to attack. Just what they need is discipline. What they need as well is somebody that can drive the team forward. Whether they have that firepower to do so, whether they don't have the firepower to the will. I mean, whether they have the will to do so, whether they don't have the will to do so. I just hope that going to this tournament, they will also be a force to be reckoned with. Um, okay, I have John on the line to join us. John is joining us pretty soon. So we'll find out if they have. John will tell us if they have the firepower to do so. Um, let's see. Hello, John. Hello, can you hear me, John? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, John. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me, John?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Good to be here this evening. Sorry. Good to be here this evening. We are looking at Group E
Yes,
quickly
I can hear
because
you. I can hear
we have to schedule
you.
the final show. Have to be for tomorrow, where we look at the last two groups. We want to take a look at Group E to dive into Group E, and when you look at Group E, you have Algeria, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, sorry, and Ivory Coast. If you look at the the Algerian team, for me, I don't think that they are just coming to this tournament to come and defend the tournament. They're also coming to this tournament to make a statement. Hopefully, we'll see how um, we going to this tournament. Um, I just think that there are a whole lot of um, seriousness in this group. Uh, Players will be playing for the pride of their country, and some players will be playing for themselves as well, and some players want to make huge statements. Okay, I think we just lost John now. Let's wait for him to come back online. Let's wait for him to come back. But please tell me what you think about uh tell me what you think. Can the Algerian side successfully defend can the Algerian side successfully defend the AFCON championship? Please tell me what you think. Can they do that? Can Algeria successfully defend the AFCON championship? I've coughed, but I should be fine. Can they successfully defend the AFCON championship? That's the question here. Okay, I guess John is back. Let me see. John back. Okay. John, are you back? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, I think Arome is also with us as well. John, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you kindly use audio alone? If can you kindly use the audio, please? Can you kindly use the audio, please? If the video is not working, let's work with you with the audio. Okay. While we wait for the connection, kindly, kindly chat with us and answer the question. If you're online, kindly chat with us and answer. Can the Algerian side successfully defend the championship? Okay. Real Maris was the was the player of the tournament last time. Can we see him, especially as he's in and out of the Manchester City squad? Can we see him springing up, uh, winning, or rather, can we see him making the same performance he made in Egypt last time? Can he have that same performance? Can he have that same performance? Is can you answer the question, please? We need this an interactive show. We need this show to be interactive. Okay. Okay. Aroma is online. Let's wait for him to be added to the stream.
Hey, Philip.
Hello, Arome, can you hear me?
Oh, sure, I can. Can you hear me? Good
Yeah,
evening.
good evening. I've been waiting for you for a long time now.
Sorry for
Um,
coming late. It was a hold up, but thank God I'm here.
okay. If you can
Mm.
hear me, can the Algerian side quickly? Can the Algerian side successfully defend the AFCON championship this time around?
Well, it really looks impossible at the moment. I don't see the Algerians doing so well, even though they have a lot of stars that can upset the big guy. But I don't see them really doing it. On paper, the Senegalese team are the
Yes,
favorite.
Arome, can you hold on? There's an echo in your background. Can you kill the sound on the background, please?
Oh, okay. You have to give me a minute to change where I'm sitting.
Okay, that would be nice.
Okay.
To our viewers, this is a live show, so anything you see, just take it, just take it with us like that. Hopefully,
All
we'll
right.
improve more, but that's just it.
Okay, so you can see me now. Is there still
I
echo?
can see you. I can see you now. Go ahead, please.
All right. So I said the Algerians, I don't see them taking this one this time around. It will be a difficult task for them to do. On paper, the Senegalese team are the favorites to win the league, to win the
That's what we said.
competition.
That's what we said last time. The Senegalese team are favorite, and the moment
Well, they look more formidable this time around. They look more formidable. They play better together this time around. So you would want to lean towards the Senegalese for this time. Well, it's on paper. There's nothing impossible in football. We might be surprised that the host country, Cameroon, would pip everyone to take it. Don't forget, their players, most of the players play in their local league, and if you watch the qualifiers, they play as a team. You don't really find just a single individual doing the big job, doing the dirty job for them. They play more as a
okay,
team, and when you see a team that plays together for one another, they get results. And they qualified. They are the host, and they also still qualified even through the qualifications. So it does well to say that okay, even the Cameroonians will do well in the competition. That's on paper again.
okay. With respect to this group, you have the likes of Algeria at the top. You also have the likes of Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Ivory Coast.
Mm.
Everybody expects Algeria and Ivory Coast to go through. Um, the question I want to ask you: with the caliber of players that the Ivorians are parading, will they give the Algerians a run for their money at top
Sure.
top that group?
Well, topping the group will be a big ask for the Algerians, the Ivorians, but they've scored a lot of goals. You watch their qualifiers, you see how many goals they put through. There was a game they won 11-0. Against Central African Republic. Also, I've forgotten the team they played. 11-0.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They
You
won
know, so
11.
there was another one. They won 5-0. So they have goal scorers in their team, and to win, to top the table, to top a group rather, you need goals, and they actually have good goal scorers in their team. So I wouldn't be surprised if they top the team. So if you're asking me if it's possible, yes, the Ivorians can top the group, but I will tip the both of them to qualify to step out of that group.
So what is the really prospect of Equatorial Guinea and Sierra Leone um, getting maybe a loser's position, maybe out of the four
Mm.
losers position? Like, what are their prospects? Who among them will be out there?
Well, for the Guineans and we have Guinea and what's the other team again? Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone, yeah.
As a matter of fact, they have a lot of first timers. I would want to say in their teams, a lot of them, especially the Sierra Leone side. So it will be a good experience for them. They would come see the AFCON, how the AFCON is, how AFCON is played. They would get the experience. So I'm not sure the country as a whole expect their team to go very far in this competition, but it will be a good experience, especially coming from this kind of a group with Algeria and Ivory Coast. They'll be playing against two teams that will be tipped to go very far in the competition. So it'll be a good experience for the team, especially Sierra Leone. For Guinea, it's a mixed team. A few have had experiences before and now, so the team is not really stable at the moment. The Guinean team, the Equatorial Guinea rather,
Okay.
they're not really stable at the moment. So it's a hit and miss for the team. So they could do well. They might actually not do well. So it's a hit and miss through the qualifiers. You also see it was hit and miss, and they finally made it to the competition. So for the two teams, I really wouldn't want to put too much of expectation on them to qualify out of the group, but I expect them to put up good fights in the games against Ivory Coast and Algeria.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, for the Ivorians, who will be your standard player to watch in this tournament?
Of
Because
course, Mare.
if you look at the Ivorian team, let me
Yeah.
just share my screen with you in regards to
Mm.
the Ivorian team. Let me see if I can share my screen with you. Just hold on and see. Let me show you what the Ivorian team is made of. Um, hold on. Okay, let me show you what the Ivorian team is made
Sorry,
of. Okay, look at. Can you see the Ivorian team, please?
not yet.
Okay. Can you see the Ivorian team? Just hold on and
Mm,
see. Okay,
Okay,
can you see the
it's
Ivorian
loading.
team?
I guess it's loading. The screen is split now.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Just hold on. Can you see it?
Mm. Yes, I can. From the goalkeeper, Ore,
Okay, but
Wilfred Kano.
when you look at the arrays of players at the parade, you have a certain um, uh, you have a certain Casey there. Let me see. You have a
Yeah,
certain. You can have a certain Frank Casey from AC Milan,
Wilfred Zaha.
Amar Traore, all both play for Sassuolo. And we know Sassuolo is a very good Italian side.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Look at their defense as well. Look at their defense. They have Eric Bailly, they have Willie Bonny from Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think the captain of Wolf. They have Simon Daly from Dreamer Sport. A whole lot of players that they have. Then look at
Mm.
their striking force. They have Wilfred Zaha, they have Because all these guys, look at Pepe as well, Nicolas Pepe. A whole host of players that they have. Sebastian Haller, the highest goal scorer in the Champions League currently.
Mm.
Can we dismiss this Ivorian side?
We can't. We really can't. But playing in Europe over the years, watching the AFCON,
Yeah.
you would understand and attest to the fact that doing well in Europe does not necessarily translate to doing well in Africa. AFCON has
Yes.
its own spirit, has a way of playing it, and that's why when we talked about the Sierra Leoneans and the Equatorial Guinea players, I talked of it be a good. I said it would be a good experience for them. The way
Yes.
we play in Africa is different from the way football is played in Europe. There are hard tackles, there are more body contacts are allowed, more long range shots and all. And most of these players in the Ivorian team are players that are built to play the 1-2 football, the tiki taka.
Yeah.
Almost all the teams they play in, the what's the name? Crystal Palace, the AC Milans, and all them are the tiki taka teams. How will tiki taka fare in Africa when you play in Africa? when you, I'm not sure there's apart from South America. I'm not sure
Yeah.
there's any other place where you get long range shots as much as we get in Africa. They don't wait to play. They don't look for the fancy.
But
They all
but
they
but
need
but,
is
but let me just stop you there. But don't you think that because um 70 to 80%, I won't say 80%, but 70% of the entire players playing in this tournament play their trade in Europe, and you see that change with respect to the tactics and every other thing we
yes,
have.
I understand. It will be a gradual process. It won't change all at once. It will be a gradual process. The whole African style will not change at once. It will be a gradual process. Don't forget, the Cameroonian team, like I said earlier, they play their games in their local league. You can look at Malawi. You look at even the Sierra Leone that we're talking about. I think one or two of the players actually play away from the team. Every other person plays at
Yes, the
home.
likes
So
the likes of Comoros, the likes of
you
Guinea,
know, go
all
down. You
play
leave
at
a lot
virtually
of teams.
virtually the tie is changing. You have more players going to Europe from those countries.
Yes, you
And
you you have players going to Europe, but now you look at the top seeded teams. Let me say so. Call the Egypt, Algeria,
yes,
Ivory Coast, Nigeria, and all of them. They are teams that are fielding a lot of players from Europe, and majority of them, surprisingly, are coming to AFCON for the first time. Majority of them will be playing in the AFCON for the first time. So the spirit of AFCON is different, like I said. And I hope they fare well. But if you say who would be my best player from this group, I would actually lean on Mahrez. Not just because he plays for Manchester City, but because he's played in African Cup of Nations not once. He has followed his team to the World Cup, and they did well. So you look at Algeria, you look
and
at that team.
not to forget that a home base Algerian side went um, to the Middle East, the UAE, the Arab Cup, just
Mm,
and won the Arab Cup.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So
I just think that the entire team, because they have a mixture of home base and
home base and their home team actually
yeah,
their major African team that plays in the African Championship, they do well, and
yeah, they do.
90% of their home base team that plays in the national team plays for, is this Samalek? I've forgotten the name of
Yes,
their
yes,
major.
yes, yes.
They do well in African Championship and all. So you really expect them, and they don't just play. When you watch their game, you
Yeah,
see Mahrez as a part of the team, not as a standout star. But sometimes
exactly.
when
They
there's a
play.
need to
They play.
unlock,
They play as a
exactly,
team.
but
They play as a team. I agree with you. Yeah.
exactly. But now when there's a need to unlock a very tight defense, when the team begins to do the low block style, you see Mahrez coming up with his masterclass, his magical left foot that feels like a magic wand. So he uses that very well, and that's why I love him. I love him so much, and I expect to see him
Okay.
do
Okay.
well.
Okay. Okay, that would be good. Okay, I've asked this question when we started this show to the other guests that came in and some of the in-house colleagues as well. Uh, what do you expect in this tournament in terms of officiating and what other controversies do you expect in this tournament?
Hmm. I don't know. The last I read through the CAF preparation towards the program from their Twitter handle, I didn't see any plan to use VAR. I don't know. Are they going to have
No,
VAR? There
there
is.
is like the
Okay.
unlike
Because
the previous Nations Cup
yes,
that it was at the round of 16 or at the quarterfinal that the VAR was introduced. But
yes, yes.
for this, there will be every
From the
match will
group
have a
stage,
VAR.
we have
Yes, every match will have a
very
VAR
good.
till the final.
Now that will assist our officiating because officiating in Africa has been very, very, very poor when it comes to matches. It feels as though the center refs actually they support the big teams, the team that looks like the favorites in big matches. And it's appalling because when you go to world competitions, you go outside to Olympics and the rest, you don't find any African official officiating in those competitions because they don't trust them to do proper. So I expect them to look at this, take it up as a challenge, and do very well. Thank God there's VAR. Like I said, I checked earlier to be sure we'll be using VAR from the group stages, and it's good it's confirmed that there'll be VAR in the competition from the group stages. So I expect clinical decisions and where the ref is confused. So please go to the side screen and confirm before making a call. Sometimes we want to our officials
That's
to
why you have
send.
that's why you have that's why you have VAR there. But
Don't
that's why you have
don't.
VAR
You
there.
know
Okay,
where we are.
I
You
will
know
also
where we
inform
are.
you. I will also like to tell you that for the very first time there will be a female center referee in the
That's
AFCON.
wonderful. That's what I want to clap, but my hands are occupied right now. That's wonderful. That's
Okay, there will
really,
be a
really
female
wonderful.
center referee.
Mm.
Okay, that aside, I think we've looked at the entire group and
Yeah.
we know that the contenders for that group are Ivory Coast and
And
Algeria
Algeria. Mm.
and the pretenders for that group. I don't want to call them pretenders because they are not minnows in football. So anything can happen.
Mm.
And I keep on saying that the old there's an old English adage that said never say never until the fat lady sings.
Yeah.
The likes of Sierra Leone and Equatorial Guinea might 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 pull something surprise. I think all the minnows, all the so-called minnows, the so-called smaller countries in this tournament, one or two of them might pull out something from the box and then shock us. But let's see, it's still early.
If
The
anyone will
tournament has
do
not
that,
started
it's the
yet.
Equatorial Guinea, not Sierra Leone. I don't see Sierra Leone even
Okay,
scratching enough.
okay, let's see. Okay, um, let's come back to Nigeria. I always have when it comes to for since we started this show, we always have
Mm.
to talk about Nigeria because this channel is made in Nigeria. I'm not only made for Nigeria, but basically it's a Nigerian channel. Um, do you think that the Nigerian the Super Eagle
Mm.
are well prepared for this tournament?
No. Are they even prepared for the tournament? Someone have to be prepared before you even talk about being well
Because
prepared.
you are supposed they are supposed to fly with 28 players, but they are flying with 25 players. They're the likes of Odio Gallo, Bonaventure, Dennis, and one other person, which I think
Osimhen, Victor Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen. No, 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 not Victor Osimhen. Yes, no, Victor Osimhen wasn't in that 28 man list because we know he's injured. But one other player is missing. Do you really think with this per se? Before the tournament, the Super Eagles lost their coach,
Yeah.
and currently now they have a caretaker coach that is taking them to the tournament. Somebody that also have experience as a player and as a coach with the AFCON. Do you think he is ready, or do you think that the Super Eagles, with this group of players that they have, can pull up something from nowhere to win or to go all the way to the final to win the tournament?
On paper, I'm going to be speaking based on what we have on paper and looking at how the Super Eagles have played in their last 6 to 7 matches. I would say categorically that I don't even know if we'll make it out of the group stage. We have players. Do we have players? Yes, we do. Do we have stars in the team? Yes, we do. But do we have a team? That is the challenge. That is what we do not have. We don't have cohesion. Everyone plays the way they feel they know how to play. The team play as though they don't even have a manager telling them what to do. And you look at the Nigerian team. Everyone, I don't know. Ganagoa, he did so well in helping to pull a lot of Nigerian stars from Europe to come and play for Nigeria. But what he failed at doing is playing them in positions they know how to play. You find everyone playing where the only people who play in their natural positions are just Leon Balogun, Tustekong, and then top of Victor Osimhen. They are the only people who have actually played in their natural positions. Every other person has been turned around like they are making a pot of, which has actually not helped the national team at that. So going into this competition, I have not seen any difference. Now we are even depleted. Our best players have been
You
held
are
back by their
depleted by
coach.
one. But one tree,
We
one
don't
tree
know.
cannot make one tree cannot make the
Not
one tree
one.
cannot make the
The team
forest.
is out now. Is Bonaventure in? Is
Bonaventure,
Bonaventure?
for me, I think Bonaventure, yes, he's in form for Watford. I think he just to announce that he scooped two awards today for Watford.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I, I I have never seen him play for the Super Eagles. I know he has played one.
No, they bring him. They bring him, and he gets to play 5 minutes or 3 minutes. That's all he's been on. Beats and beats and beats and beats. Now he's fast and strong, which
Yes,
is what you need for the
which I think
AFCON.
with if
Fast,
you have a
strong, and
fit,
precise.
if you have a fit Victor Osimhen and you have you have Bonaventure in this tournament, I just think it will be a run for anything that will come against Super Eagles, irrespective of of a shaky defense of
Yeah,
Balogun and
yeah, yeah. And a very
Icon.
poor goalkeeping position.
Very,
Everyone we have as
very
our
poor goalkeeper
goalkeepers
that we
are
have,
poor.
but we can really go into this tournament and look and hit our chest, our hand in the chest. Sorry,
Mm.
to know that we are a force to reckon with. We have just 2 minutes to the end of the show.
Okay.
Um, I will ask. I will go for the prediction list, and then you have your last take. Okay, tell me Algeria, Sierra Leone predictions, please.
Algeria 3, Sierra Leone 0.
Okay, Guinea, Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast 4, Guinea 1.
Ivory Coast for Guinea one, and you are sure? When next you come back to this show, um,
You remind me.
I will remind you of your predictions, please. I will remind you of your
Yeah.
prediction. Hopefully,
Mhm.
we'll have a room. Hopefully, for the reaction segment after the entire game between in this group, we'll have him to react to.
Mm.
Please, your final take, please. Your final take. Can you hear me, Arume? Can you hear me?
Are you there? What did you say?
I say your final take, please.
Well, what I'd like to say is, first of all, I'm a Nigerian, so my first take will be on the Super Eagles. I hope we do well, even if we don't go too far, but I hope we get to the quarterfinals, and that would be a good one. If we make it to the quarterfinals and the journey ends there, it will be a good one for the country, considering the fact that we are the way we are at the moment. And for the competition at large, I hope and pray we have a good officiating, and everything goes according to the plan on ground. It's almost impossible for things to go according to plan, but if 70 to 80% of what we've planned as a continent goes according to plan, then we would say the competition was a success. Three, I would love to see the African stars we have watched in Europe and in Africa do well, so that it doesn't feel like a fluke performing in their club sides and then not doing well for their countries. So we'd want to have a competition, and we stand equally with the Nations League. We stand equally with the Euros, and the CONCACAF and all of that. We would like to have our own Cup of Nations, regarded as not a that competition, but a competition that even the coaches in
Not a
Europe,
small, not a small. Let me complete it for you. Not a small competition
not a
like
small competition,
club
club
mentioned.
mentioned.
Yeah.
So
Not
I
a small,
expect I
not a small.
expect it
It's a
to be.
small tournament.
Yes.
Small tournament.
But if they do well, we'll be able to battle to have the AFCON on the FIFA and even the UEFA calendar. That way, league matches and all will be able to play this competition in such a way that club sides that have African stars will not be affected. And for that to happen, we'll need to have a competition that works well.
Okay. Yeah, I do agree with you. We need to have a competition that works well. Thank you for being part of the show today, Arume. I think it's nice having you
I
here.
really appreciate you for having me,
Yeah,
Philip.
hopefully we'll have you for one of our reaction segments, or
All right.
as they have comments on Sunday
Mm,
by 5 p.m. with the kickoff.
mm,
First match of the tournament will be Cameroon against Burkina Faso. I think so that will
mm.
be a tough match as
That'll
well.
be the first one. To be
Yeah,
a tough
that will
one.
be a tough match. Yes, Cameroon are
Mm.
5 times winners of the Nations Cup.
Nations Cup. And
Burkina
past
Faso are
team.
one-time finalists in 2013. I
Yeah,
think
against
also
Nigeria.
Super Eagles. Yeah. But I just think it's a good it will be a good tournament at the
Be
end
a
of the
good
day.
matchup. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There are several matchups. We have Senegal. I think Senegal will be playing one of the toughest match in that group.
Well,
Um,
Nigeria will be opening the competition with the Blacks.
Nigeria also one of the toughest match in the group.
Nigeria will be playing
I think
Egypt.
I think for me, I think in this Nations Cup is also, especially with the way the groups are, it's not all about your first match, but it's important to win the first match to give you confidence.
The first and the
That's
other
that's
matches.
that's most yes, that's the
Mm.
most important thing. Thank you
Yeah,
once again, Arome, for being here. Kindly
always, always.
kindly subscribe to our YouTube page,
I will
football
immediately.
nuggets, and
Mm.
share and like our videos as well. Please encourage
Always, I will.
others to do that, and hopefully
Mm.
we will grow the channel together. Thank you so much, and
You're
I'll
welcome.
see you next time.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Also to our viewers as well. Once you view this video, kindly smash on the subscribe button. Take us to a hundred subscribers this coming week. We will need 100 subscribers this coming week. From 100 before the end of the tournament, I hope we'll get close to 1,000 subscribers as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our video. See you tomorrow where we have a packed show that will look at Group D and Group F in this tournament all together by 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll have uh, not really all our guests are good, but we'll have a packed show close to 1 hour 30 minutes. Where we'll talk about the Super Eagles. We'll talk about um, uh, how they will fare in their group. Thank you so much for being part of the show.